All right, 1 minute to go. Welcome everyone to stage 3 of the tour of Watopia. Everyone says right on. This is going to be the third of 5 stages. For those of you who didn't see stage 2, have a look at that online. You can look at stage 1 as well, but I didn't do very well on that because I went very hard very early and got tired. So that was no good. Stage 2 was very good. Ended up 82nd, actually came 11th in my class because there were some people who were in class B and C, the class above me, who raced the D race. So they got disqualified for that. Ha 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 ha. Today, 16 seconds, we're going to be going up a volcano. Ah! Hopefully not falling in. We're going to go along a flat, up a volcano, down the other side. Going to take about 35 minutes. With 223 people on this race, as we go 3, 2, 1, and kick off. We are off with, woo, quick start. Everyone starts quickly. I always forget how quickly people start on Swift. There we go. Category D race. And we're about to come up to the official start line, which is this Enjoy Your Ride. As we come off the boards, a lot of people going faster than me. I'm not worried about that. Again, like the other day, I don't want to go too early. And the lead in, and I guess down here must be the official start line. 112th, so I'm right at halfway at the moment out of 224. 224 people in the race again, hoping for top half will be absolutely lovely. I'm not sure how I'm going to do on the hill. I'm also not sure how I'm going to do on the descent. Now, it's given me a power up of a ghost. Now, that's exciting. I'm going to save that for when I go up the hill. That's the one that makes me invisible for 10 seconds. So if I want to launch a little attack and get away from some people, I can do that without them knowing. Nah, sneaky. Some people using theirs already. Here, 126th. Again, I don't want to blow up too early. Maybe I'll sit back a little bit here. Let the groups form and see what happens. So, last time we were in the desert, which is right behind us actually, in the opposite direction, where now we're pedaling slightly uphill, 2% gradient, towards a volcano, which is on, I don't know if it's east or west or whatever, it's on the far left-hand side as you look at the map of Watopia. And it's not one that I've done very often. I've often gone through the volcano and around the middle of it, but I've never, apart from one time before yesterday, gone up it. I've only gone up it once. And it was okay, except for right towards the end there was a terrible kick. Like it suddenly went from being 2 and 3% to being 8, 9, 10%. And I wasn't expecting that, and it blew me out. Didn't make a good time on that one, and I haven't done it since. Basically because I thought, oh, it's a horrible climb. However, I did it yesterday. Did this course yesterday as like a reconnaissance to see what it was going to be like. Catch up with these people. And it wasn't as bad as I remembered. It was quite long. But the kick at the end was actually when I was able to sit back in the saddle in a low gear and just go and make it to the top without getting completely exhausted. So that was good. So now I'm not as afraid of it. And I'm good at those little short punchy climbs. I often blast past a few people going up those little climbs. So, we'll see. See how it goes today. Other new feature for today, which I haven't had before, is a heart rate monitor. So on the top left, you can see how many watts I'm putting out. See how many times my pedals are going around, my RPMs. Cadence, which is currently 81, 80 now. And to the right of that is my beats per minute heart rate. I've got a resting heart rate of around 70. My upper heart rate I've seen is about 181. So right now we're taking it easy, a little group forming here. This is quite good. Going along. We've got actually quite a while to the base of the climb. We're going to go round the volcano and through it once before we get to the base of the climb. So we're going to be about 5-6 minutes doing that. Hannah's in with me today. Hello, Hannah. She says hi. She's doing homeschool. Don't know if she gets a lunch break or not. So I'm on my lunch break from work doing this. Good way to spend your lunch break. All right. 129th out of 224. Happy with this, given that it's the flat into the volcano for the first time. Remember one of the first times I came through here, poor old Amelia got a bit scared and she said, don't fall off. She was scared I'd fall into the lava. Not that she has any real experience of lava, but on the Mario games, if you fall into the lava, he goes, ow, 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 hot, hot, hot. And then you have to escape. So that doesn't happen on this. On Zwift, there's a lot of pedaling and it can do the uphill downhill thing, but there's no steering and there's no brakes. So it kind of follows the route that I've told it to take. I've got a little app on my phone that I can use to tell it to go left or right if there's a junction. Apart from that, you just follow people and you never crash. You're going to go through people instead of crashing. So it tries to keep you out of the way of people, but sometimes you just go through people. It's quite entertaining. So a little group here formed. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of us here, plus another like 2 or 3 seconds behind. So a little group of 5 has come out of the volcano for the first time. I'm going to go down a little dip in a moment. You can see a few riders going down on the other side there already. Going to go down there, then swing left, go around the mountain, down to the base of the actual climb itself. I think we go into the mountain once more, into the volcano once more before we start climbing. We'll see. 130th is fine. So, stage 3 of a 5-stage race. Done the first 2. If you complete all 5, you get to keep this jersey in the game. So they don't send it to you in real life, but you get to keep it in the game. That's nice. Stage 4, which is over the weekend. I think Saturday, Sunday, Monday and Tuesday is the, what they call the jungle loop, which is one I'm much more familiar with. It's the one I use when I do my really long rides, because it's part of a longer loop, which is 18 miles. So for my long rides, I'll do that 3 or 4 times, go around that loop. And then you're up to, 65 odd miles by the end of it. So I'm familiar with that one, much more so than this one. That has a much longer hill, but not as steep without the kickers that this one does. So I'm expecting to do better on that one than this one. See how this one goes. The last stage is we're back here at the volcano, but just going on the flat bits around the volcano. I think it's 3 times around the volcano loop. So this has turned into a big old group. Goodness. This is going to be interesting when we start going up the hill in a minute. We're at 4%, 5% now, which is fine for me. I can keep going. I'm surprised that group formed as large as that. Let's go off the front here and see. Now we go to a flat bit. We're going through the middle of the volcano one more time, and then I think we swing left and start the actual climb. So here we go. I'll just hang out in front of this group. 126th, so not quite. A little under halfway up the field. Still with my Pac-Man ghost though, I like that one. Okay, lots of people around here. Different set of people than the other day. So when I did my ride the other day, it was in the morning on a weekend, I think. So lots of Americans were on, and this is a very European race. This is kind of early evening in Europe. There are some US people on their lunch break like I am. But I'm seeing a lot more European flags, British flags, French flags there. Plus, of course, the Italians who can't get out. Whew. Doing okay. All right. So holding our watts in the top left is around 170, 180, which is a great number for me. Anything under 200 at this stage is about right. Start going up the climb, I'm going to raise it. Because I can do that for short periods. But this is well within the comfort zone. My absolute limit is 250. Can't hold that for more than a minute or so. 3 minutes, I think, at 240. But 200, 210 I can hold for a while. And where we are now, 160 to 180 is a good sort of cruising speed. Nope, here comes is that the big bunch catching up again? There they are. Blowing past. Not worried about them. I'll keep up with them, but they're the ones that went very slow as soon as it went uphill. So I'll just keep up with them for a moment. See where we go. All right. Bum, bum, ba-dum. Nice little group, this. The good thing about riding like this, even in small groups like this, close quarters, no danger of the coronavirus. Very nice. Apart from that, it's very realistic. And when it comes to how does it feel compared to regular riding. So, good spot here. 132nd. 6.9 miles to go. And we are coming to the foot of the climb. When the professional race happened the other day, or the Pro-Am race, it was a ladies' race, and 2 of them just streaked clear up the hill. They were obviously far better than anyone else. And they won. They stayed away all the descent on the other side and stayed away for the win. So, that was good. I don't know, I learned a lot about it, apart from the fact that... Oops. I didn't learn a lot about it, apart from the fact that I'm not crazy about it, and the fact that they're all better than me. So, still holding on nicely with this group. Started to catch a couple of people who probably went a bit too early. But the test has not yet begun. For those watching for the first time, there's me with the green socks. You want to know which one's me? Green socks. Now, someone up there's using a burrito, so they can't be drafted. Not a lot of use at this point in the race, because there's a group, so just start drafting other people. Anyway, 130th, fairly comfy. Raising the watts just a little bit because we're going up a hill here. Briefly up to 5% then. Back down again. Now my question is, I think these people are going to slow down when we start going up the mountain. So do I blast on ahead of them, or do I stay with them for a bit and just blast at the end? It's a lengthy-ish climb, a couple of miles. So, plus that kicker right at the end run. If I've got some energy left, I'll be okay. So we'll see. Here we go. I'm going to be turning left to start the climb. And in just a moment, on the right-hand side of the road, here we are at the front of the group, we're through the ruined arch, there's going to be a little red light, which tells us the official start of the climb. I think the rider up ahead's just gone through it. Here it is, up on the right, flashing red marker, and there's the start of the climb. So, drop the gear, just hold it, nice and easy. There are some flat bits to this climb. There's actually a downhill. We'll go minus 5%. I'm going downhill at the moment. So, I'll try and hold this pace with this group. Good sized group, this. Lots of drafting going on. Now we're at 5% uphill, and they've all started going slow, so I'm coming up to the front. Don't want to do that. Oh, some guy there using his little featherweight power up. I think I'm just going to go. It's not too hard, this at all. I'm putting out 250 watts apparently, so I've got to be careful with that. But it doesn't feel too hard. drop the gear. That's it. So now I'm at 78, probably around 80 in a minute RPM, on a 4% gradient, putting out 220 watts. Yeah, dropping that to 200. It's good. And that group have found their level. Some of them are keeping up now. Other people, because it's the hill, are going slow, and therefore starting to climb up through the field. It's good. 5% gradient. It's quite a long climb. I think I said a couple of miles, maybe 2.2 miles. So 5% for this bit. Holding 212. It's nice. Overtaken by a lady wearing a cap. Although she's with an official team, ZRG. So she's a good quality club rider, probably. Catching up with Jay Powell from England, or the United Kingdom anyway. Here we go. Maybe I'll do some drafting on Jay for a bit. Oh, I've got to catch him first. Or her. There we are. Oh, someone's drafting me. Oh, Mercier from France. No rush. 200 watts, 71 RPM. This is fairly comfortable stuff. 169 BPM output on the heart monitor. 170. So on the real high parts of the climb yesterday, I was sitting about 180. Now my young assistant with the signs is not here, Amelia. Her signs are over there in the corner, but she's downstairs doing homeschool because all the schools are out. So no one up sign saying wow or ride on. So you just have to make do with me talking today. Oh, getting up a bit high now. 3%. Oh, minus 3%. That's downhill bit. Oh yeah. Feel that. I'm spinning now. 95 RPMs. Woo. Yeah. Excellent. All right. T. Williams and G. Esteve. Nice little group up here. Holding on comfortably to this sort of 120th type position. I mean, people are going past me, but I'm also going past people, so maintaining it quite nicely. A couple more times around the volcano before we get to that crazy ramp at the end. All right. And then it'll be high gear race down the other side. Actually, after the ramp, there's a plateau for about half a mile before the descent begins. So you get to the top and it doesn't immediately become easy. All right, holding on nicely to this group. Is it a group? Just about. There's some drafting going on. Holding on to each other's shirt tails as we go through. Oh, someone's got the burrito there. Trying to use that. Might actually save my ghost for the very end of the race. I'm not sure. See how it goes. Saved my burrito the other day and it probably did me some good. So I'll save the ghost for the very end. All right. 119th now. Starting to pick up through as the altitude rises again. You can see we're much higher up now on the volcano than we were. Looking down onto the beautiful landscape of Watopia below. A little bit high on the watts here. Let's ease off slightly. There we go. Back to the 200s is good. Alright. But feeling okay, not too bad. Got 5% gradient here is fine. Can drop a gear if I need to. Got several more to go down. Not so good at the really long climbs. I like those short punchy ones. You know, just a few hundred meters at 10%. Can blast up those. Really long mountains I'm not so good at. Alright. Keep on going. Surrounded by Brits and South Africans at the moment. Look on the right hand side, you can see where the people are from. And we're all strung out in a long line. Everyone's drafting everyone else. That's pretty good. Means everyone's going at a very consistent pace as well. That's fine with me for now. Hold it until we get closer to the top. There we are. Whew. 19 minutes in. Descent's pretty quick. All right. Let's see if I can catch up with this guy and do some drafting. Drafting is the same as in real life. Get up close to the person behind you. They're effectively breaking the wind or the air in front of you. Same as geese flying or motor racing has the same effect. Makes it easier for the person behind. Depending on how fast you're going, and if you're going uphill, you can save between 20 and 40% of your energy. It's a whole load, and Zwift models it very well. Now, unfortunately, I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place here. There's a group a little ways up there, and a few people right behind me. Got to catch up with them. There's Mercier again, and Yvel. Let's ride with the French. Come on! Tour of Watopia. Let's make it the Tour de France. Follow the French boys. There we go. A little easier just for a second. So, catching up with them. Oh yeah, this group seems to have splintered. Up to 111th, so now in the top half. Excuse me. Oh, allergies catching up with me. All right. Oh. Nice and easy, 4% here. Again, not too bad. Getting closer to the top, but not at the top yet. I think we've got another little downhill bit coming here. Oh, 21 minutes in. 4 miles to go. After we get to the top, of course, it's mostly downhill. Yeah, looking at the map, got sort of one more time round the volcano, and then we are up at the top. All right, let's see. Another French person, P. Girard. A couple of Brits up there. So, people coming down, you can see, are the ones who are going to win this race. They are the ones who've already been to the top, turn around, come back down again. A lot faster than we are. Still, good, up to 105th. 6%. This is it. Let's go. 7%, 8%. Let's rock and roll. 9%. Here we go. Punchy time. 10%. Past all these people who are going slow. There we are. Oh yeah. And into the top 100. Probably won't keep it, but I like that little bit. Punchy climb near the top. Right on. Thank you, KM. Flat bit now. A lot of people are tired, so keep the pace up. See if we can lose a few of them. This bit's flat, around the top before we start the descent. Here we go. Down the other side. All right. Gear goes up. Possibly another one. Let's get this speed up. Fast descent. 3.3 miles to go. 1.5 of them are downhill. I'm tired. Here we go. Keep it going. Three minutes at a nice high wattage should be good. Keep going. Very tired now. Goodness me. Holding it. I like the cadence here. A little under 90 through the flat bit. People behind are catching me. Oh dear. That's okay. Might have to let them do so. They got more left in the tank than I do. On the other hand, there are people up ahead. So, see what happens here. This little rise. .7 miles to go. Up a gear. Come on, keep it moving. Little break. There we are. Little 2-second break. Keep it going. Down we go, and then swing left for the last mile. All right, Powell's about to catch me, as is KM. That's okay. That's okay. From here I've got to ride at my own pace because I'm not so good on the flat as I am in the hills. I'd love to be able to close the gap. Unless they slow down, it's probably not happening. That said, there we go. They did slow down. All right, a little bit of drafting for a minute. Hair over half a mile to go. I don't think anyone behind is going to catch us anytime soon. 12, 13 seconds back. So, last little bit. Well inside the last kilometre now. There is a little rise just here. See whether that helps me. Here's the ghost. I think I went too early. I'm tired now. .2 miles to go. Come on, here's the finish line. There we go. 91st. Oh. 91st. 311 people entered. Big group coming in. They can catch me now, I don't care. Finished in the top 28% in my category. Pleased with that. Oh yeah. Cool it down. Thank you everyone for watching. Stage 4, might do Saturday or Sunday in the jungle. Should do better than this one, although I'm quite pleased with this one. And remember, we're doing all this training for the California Coast Classic. Still going ahead as we speak. Need to raise $4,000. That green bar up above my head, let's get it moving. Click on the link, donate today. Twitter.com/McRae-CCC. Every bit of training I do, inside or outside, is being uploaded there. So you can train with me and see what I'm doing. See how many miles I'm doing. Might do a little competition about that. How many miles do you think I'm going to do in April or maybe May? We'll see. In the meantime, thank you everyone for watching and enjoy the rest of your day. Farewell from the magical